So you work in supply chains somewhere between Houston and the Louisiana coast. You already know this region is a global powerhouse. Today, we're going to dive into one specific credential that can give you a major career advantage right here, the APICS Certified Supply Chain Professional, or CSCP. Let's break down what that really means for you.
First things first, let's just set the stage. We're not talking about just any old location. We're talking about one of the world's most critical supply chain hubs. The constant flow of goods, energy, and materials here means the stakes are incredibly high. And you guessed it, so is the demand for top-tier talent who can manage it all. Okay, so what is it that makes this region's supply chains just so complex? It really all comes down to this unique industrial landscape, what we can call the Gulf Coast Nexus. Yeah, everyone knows about the giants in energy and petrochemicals, right? But our economy is so much more. It's this complex web of manufacturing, healthcare, and massive port operations. And each one of those has its own unique logistical headaches, which is exactly why the demand for specialized expertise is just through the roof. And to manage all that complexity, you need a very specific skill set. And that, my friends, is where the APICS CSCP certification comes in. But what is it exactly? Let's boil it down. The CSCP isn't just about one little piece of the puzzle. We're talking about a globally recognized credential that covers the entire supply chain from start to finish. It's designed to help you master strategy, technology, and, especially critical for our region, risk management.
And when we say end-to-end, we really mean it. It's the whole journey, from the suppliers to the manufacturers, through the distributors, and finally to the customer. The CSCP framework teaches you how to manage this whole flow like a single, interconnected system.
All right, this all leads to the big question, doesn't it? With a scope this big, how do you know if the CSCP is actually the right move for you and your career?
Well, if your job touches any of this stuff, the answer is probably a big yes. Maybe you're the one guiding strategy, or you're forecasting demand coming through the Port of Houston, or managing inventory. And let's be real, that last point about mitigating risks like hurricanes, that's not just some textbook theory around here. That's a real-world core part of the job, and it's something this certification prepares you for head-on.
Okay, so we know who it's for, but what's the real, tangible advantage of having those 4 letters, CSCP, after your name in the Gulf Coast job market?
Because, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this, right? What's the actual real-world return on investment? What's in it for you?
Well, take a look at the heavy hitters. We're talking ExxonMobil, Amazon, Shell, UPS, Auctioner Health. They are all actively hunting for pros with this exact certification. Why? Because they need people who can optimize their operations and build resilience. The demand is absolutely real, and it's coming from the very top. Get ready for this number, 21%. Let that sink in. That's the average salary bump for CSCP-certified professionals right here in this region, based on recent data. We're talking about a significant career investment that, frankly, often pays for itself super quickly.
So, when you boil it all down, the value really breaks into 3 key benefits. First, career growth. It gives you the credibility to snag that next promotion. Second, industry recognition. This isn't some local thing. It's respected from Houston to Singapore. And third, strategic impact. You get the actual tools to lead real change, whether that's cutting costs at a refinery or managing logistics during a hurricane.
Okay, the why is crystal clear. So if you're thinking, I'm in, your next question is probably, so how do I do it? What does that path to certification actually look like?
It's pretty straightforward. ASCM Houston gives you 2 main paths. You can go for the full CSCP certification, the whole shebang, the globally recognized credential. Or if you need to level up in one area, like right now, you can grab a focused certificate in a topic like procurement or planning. It's all about what fits your career goals in this moment. And for the full CSCP, the process is designed to be a super clear, step-by-step journey. You just join, pick your path, hit the books, schedule your exam, and then you earn that credential. It's that simple.
There's a great quote that just perfectly sums this all up. The CSCP is really built for the strategic thinkers out there, the people who connect the dots between people, processes, and technology. And I'm telling you, that skill is nowhere more valuable than right here, where global trade and local industry all come together. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. The opportunities? They're right here. The demand? It's proven. And the path? It's laid out for you.
So, are you ready to be the one who connects those dots and takes your supply chain career to a whole new level?